Hey everyone, welcome to Slater's Wrist Game. Today we're going to do a full review of my Invicta Pro Diver. And this is going to be a 10-year review, okay? Uh, so uh, Thanks for watching this video. Please continue to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell and follow me at Slater's Wrist Game. So this is a watch I've owned for 10 years. It was my first automatic watch, a gift, and it was a gift from my wife. And I wanted to go ahead and review this one because there's been a lot of questions about build quality, the build quality of Invicta watches. I never really understood that because I've always had good experiences with Invicta. I bought a lot for myself and for friends and family, and they've always done well. I haven't gotten any complaints, but I wanted to do a 10-year review, just kind of see how the watch looks, okay? But, just a bit about Invicta. It was founded And Invicta was founded in 1837 in Switzerland by Raphael Picard. And I think they were primarily founded as an affordable watch company, affordable Swiss watch company. Of course, there was a quartz crisis, and they were impacted by that, but they were eventually relaunched in 1991. Now they're being operated out of Florida, okay? But I like the brand, and this is my first watch, and I'm going to take a look at this one now, all right? So this is the black and gold version. I got this in my Invicta watch winder. Been pretty good. But let's put this aside. So here is the watch here. Now this is the model number 8927OB. OB stands for original bezel. This watch has a case diameter of 40 millimeters, the lug of 47.5, lug height of 13.5, and a lug width of 20 millimeters at the top, which tapers down to 18, 200 meters water resistant. This watch weighs 145 grams with all the links. And this watch is operated by NH35 movement. Now, a little bit about that movement, the NH35 movement is basically a Seiko movement. It's made by a company called TMI. TMI is a third-party division of Seiko. This watch has 24 jewels. And you can see it on the case back here. I like the yellow rotor of these case backs. But anyway, this watch is a 3 hertz movement, 41-hour power reserve, and then it's hacking and hand winding. So just stopping right there, the specs on this watch are perfect. Now, this watch is an homage to the Invicta Pro Diver. So they just pretty much did a good job copying it. The specs are almost identical. This might be slightly different, but still, it's hard to argue with the specs on this watch. Even the 200 meters water resistance is perfect, okay? Now, when you look at the dial, what's covering the dial is a mineral crystal, okay? And you have this black dial, which has some circular hour markers with a triangular hour marker at the 12 o'clock and a stick hour marker at the 6 o'clock. You have threes, a 3-hand movement. The second hand has the Invicta logo as a counterweight, and the hour hand is like a Mercedes hour hand, okay? So I like this here. There's a Cyclops lens at the 3 o'clock, and it is magnified a little bit, so it's easy to see the dates. You have the Invicta logo at the 12 o'clock, and then a lot of text at the 6 o'clock, okay? You can see here, automatic, professional, 200 meters water resistant. So just some basic text there, all right? But a good looking watch here. This watch here has a unidirectional 120 click bezel. So this is after 10 years, still pretty good. I got these gloves are pretty slippery, okay? There's a 120 click bezel, so it's pretty good there. All right, now let's take a look at the side of the case. You got this Invicta logo on the side of the case. You can definitely see some wear and tear on the side of the case. This watch has a lot of character because I wore it a lot. I wore this watch every day for 4 years. This is my only watch. On the other side of the case, you have a screw down crown that is signed with the Invicta logo. And this is a push-pull crown. And this watch, the case, the bezel, the crown, and the bracelet is made out of 316L stainless steel. So I've reviewed some watches on this channel that were made out of mystery metal. They were made out of some type of alloy. I didn't know what it was. I just said, hey, this is an alloy case and all this and that. But this is a 316L stainless steel bracelet, case, bezel, and crown. So that is pretty good. Okay. Now we just look at speaking of the bracelet, we look at the bracelet. It's 20 millimeters at the top, which tapers down to 18. So I like bracelets with a taper. This watch, it had a tooth, had a finish that was gold tone, but the finishing is starting to wear off, not only for the gold tone, but just the watch itself, okay? So it's starting to wear off a little bit, but it is 10 years, all right? This watch here has a fold over press clasp. You can see the Invicta logo on this clasp. We'll go ahead and open it up. Let's take a look at it. Okay, and here you can see the case back. There is a display case back. I love the yellow rotor with all the text on there. Screw down case back, and you can see all the other cheat sheet information like the model number, water resistance, and all of that. This watch here has a beside the screw down case back, you see hollow end links on this one. So that's only one of my things I don't like is hollow end links, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. And the bracelet is secured with some push pins, which I kind of like sometimes because it's easy to, size the bracelet yourself. The pin and collar system, I have problems with it sometimes, okay? All right, so I think we pretty much covered everything. Just taking a look at it, and like I say, it's been 10 years. You can see here, for some reason, this bracelet, the finishing is really starting to wear off. I'm not really upset about that. It's been 10 years. I wore it every day for 4 years. And if I just need another watch, I can buy another watch, or and actually what I'm going to do is buy another strap and put it on here. Okay, I might buy like a brown strap or a black strap or something, all right? But I've been very happy with this watch over 10 years. Held up pretty well. Everything held up. The bracelet hasn't, but that's okay. The case is scratched up. That's okay. I got my money's worth out of it, and I can still put it on. It still looks good. Now, it doesn't shine like it used to, but I never expected that. This watch here has lasted a long time. The only watch I have that's lasted longer is my Caravel, which I got back in 2010. But yeah, so what are the pros? The specs are perfect. I mean, this is a university size watch. You can buy this watch for anybody. It'll be comfortable. A lot of women will wear this watch with 40 millimeters. I love the design. Now, when I got this watch as a gift, I did not know it was an homage to Submariner. I didn't know a lot about Rolex back then. I couldn't tell you the difference between a Submariner and a Daytona. And I got a lot of compliments on this watch all the time, even when I didn't want to. It just stood out. Okay, a lot of people complimented this one. One thing I also like about this is the price point, very affordable. Now I'm gonna look on Amazon and I'm gonna screenshot the price when I upload this video because I haven't looked at it in a while, but at the time I purchased this, you can get these watches a few years ago for less than $100. I actually bought one 4 years ago for like $40, okay? Good deal on that. The watch is also very comfortable. I think that ties into the bracelet. And then, like I say, it's only 145 grams with all of the links. So it's very comfortable, okay? And the movement is awesome, very sturdy, reliable dome movement, which is the NH35, which is basically a Seiko movement. And with 3 hertz power, 3 hertz movement with a 41-hour power reserve. 41 hours is enough, especially if you got a lot of different watches. Now, if this is your only watch, when you put this watch down on a Friday evening, and when you pick it up on Monday morning, you're gonna have to set it again. That's if you haven't worn it over the weekend. But if most of the time, it's gonna be just enough. Now, what are the negatives to this watch? The watch has some hollow end links, which cause it to have a little bit of a rattle to it. So you can, so that's not a deal breaker at this price point, but it is a negative. It is an homage to the Submariner, so some people might not like the fact that it is a copy of the Submariner. Some guys may be just like me and may not know it, but hey, a lot of people don't want to spend $10,000 on a Rolex, okay? The lume is not great for a dive watch. You cannot really dive with this watch just because of the lume alone. You'd be underwater, you wouldn't be able to see anything, but how many people are actually going diving even though they buy dive watches, okay? And this is the last thing is, and I'm being really nitpicky here, this is not a family heirloom. This is not an automatic watch you can hand down to the next generation like a Patek Philippe, but they're not pretending to be that. That's what I like about them. Now, I took this watch back on Father's Day to be serviced. It was the first time I had an automatic watch I was going to service. I had gone to this guy. They're a family jeweler. He's like a third or the fourth generation jewelry guy. And he was like, man, it's going to be $300 to do a full service of this. I just recommend you just throw that one in the trash and buy another one. And so that's when it dawned on me. I said, oh, okay. And my wife was standing there. So some people say Invicta is trash. I don't think they're trash, but maybe that's why people say that about Invicta, because some of the automatic watches, like you can buy this watch for about $50 to $100. So why spend $300 to get a service? So maybe that's where they come from. Other than that, the watch is held up fine. And I've got my money's worth out of this here, man. It's been fantastic. Looks good. It's comfortable. It's accurate, and it, and it's affordable. That's all I ask, and that's what they delivered. And this watch here has a special place in the market. It is basically the first automatic watch for a lot of people. It was my first automatic watch. I have watches that cost $3,000. Okay. But I would never have purchased those watches without this Invicta. So this watch here is a gateway to watch collecting for a lot of people. Whether you just go down the Invicta rabbit hole or you just start, experimenting with other brands. And even when I bought other more expensive watches, I still will come back and appreciate this one. All right. So that's it. The last thing I'm going to do is a wrist shot. So just bear with me for a minute. Now, right now I'm wearing my Akula. This orange watch here, wore this today. Don't wear it that often. It's good to wear it the summertime with this silicone strap. Now, right now my wrist is 7¼ inches. This is August of 2024, which is 18 centimeters, all right? Which I think is like an average size wrist. All right. So you can see the clasp here. So I think it is a perfect fit. I got a 7¼ inch wrist. It can do, guys with like an even 8-inch wrist can wear this one. Even if you have like a 5½ inch wrist, you can wear this. Like I said, the 40 millimeter case diameter and the 47 millimeter lug to lug is perfect. The 13.5 millimeter height. You can wear this as sporty or under a dress shirt. Perfect. And like I said, giving Rolex some credit, because Invicta copied Rolex, but Invicta did a good job, because there are a lot of Submariner homages out there, but this is still, I think, the best one. Okay. So that concludes this video. Please continue to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Now I'll bring you another video soon. All right. Thanks, and enjoy your day.